Welcome back students to our new video. Today we are going to discuss leftover topics of chapter 5, that is list in HTML. Today I am going to discuss these topics, and the topics are tables in HTML, tables tag, tables attributes, linking web page using anchor tag. Let us now discuss about the tables in HTML. In a table, the data is arranged in rows and columns. The HTML tables allow you to arrange data like text, images, links, other tables, etc. in cell. Tables are used on website for two major purposes. One is to arrange the information in a table. The other is for creating a page layout with the use of hidden tables. Let us now understand some table tag. The table tag is used to create tables in HTML. Each table starts with the table tag and end with a /table tag. The tr tag is used to create table rows of the table. It is also a container tag. The tr tag is placed inside the table tag. Each row contains the column cell. The column cell are defined by the table data, that is td tag. To give heading to the table, th tag is used, which also ends with /th tag. Let us now understand the table tag with the given example. First of all, we have to start with the HTML tag, then go with the head tag, then the title tag, give the suitable title. Here in my example I have given creating tables in HTML. Close the title tag, close the head tag. We have to start with the body tag, giving the attribute bg color equals to blue. Then we have to start with the table tag, enclose in the angle bracket. We have to first of all start with the first row, then we have to write tr tag, then we have to give the table heading. Suppose in example I have given th, name of the table heading, name, then th close. Again the next table heading, subject, again next is mark, then tr close. It means first row close. Then again we have to give value in the second row. We have to again start with the tr tag. Then we have to give the table data. It means the column cell. We have to give it with the td. Then we have to give the value. Suppose I have given Anita, then /td. Again next value td, maths for subject. Again next value 85 in the td, enclosed in td tag, that is for marks. Again tr closed. Suppose one more row I have to create, then again we have to start with the tr tag, then follow with the td tag, and as all the columns fill, then close the tr tag, close the table tag, close the body tag, and close the HTML tag. Now students, we will start with some of the table attribute. Let us start with the border and border color. Try to understand about this attribute of the table. Here are the syntax. We have to give the table, then border equals to value, suppose n, then give a space, border color equals to give the value, and close the table tag. The border thickness is in pixel, and you can specify border color using RGB colors. Let us try to understand with the following example. We have to first start with the HTML, then give the head tag, give the title tag. Suppose creating tables in HTML, close the title tag, close the head tag. Now we have to give, suppose the background of the body, background color of the body. We have to give the body bg color equals to pink. Now we have to give the border and border color to the table. See how we have specify over here. First of all, we have to write table, then give a space border equal to 3, then give a space border color equal to green. Here you can see we have specified these two attribute in the opening tag of the table. Now we have to give the table. We have to start with the tr, the first row, then th, the table heading, as earlier we have discussed. Suppose name, subject, marks. Again we have to start with the next row, then again we have to start with the tr. Now we have to give the column cell value, then we have to start with the td by giving the value. Again we have to start with the next row, then again we have to start with the tr, then we have to give the td the value. Suppose jr, again td the value, math, close the td tag, again td the value, start with 80, close the td tag and close the tr tag. Then we have to close the table, we have to close the body tag, and lastly we have to close the html, which indicates the end of the html document. Cell padding and cell spacing attribute. The two attributes cell padding and cell spacing are used to adjust the white space in the cell of your table. The cell spacing attribute defines the space between cells in pixel. The cell padding attribute represents the distance between cell borders and the content within a cell. Let's quickly understand the syntax, how we will give the cell padding and cell spacing. We have to start with the table tag, then providing the space, write cell padding equal to the value of cell padding, again give a space, cell spacing equal to give the value of cell spacing, close the opening table tag, wherein the size n is in pixel. Look at the given example, with that we can understand it in detail. We have to start with the table border equal to 3, border color equal to green. Now we have to add two more attribute, cell padding. Here I have given the value as 5, cell spacing I have given the value as 10. Now you can see how the spacing and the padding shows the differences of the cell border and the content within a cell. Align attribute. Align attribute aligns the table with respect to the web page. It can take the following values: left aligns the table, center, table inserted in the center, right aligns table. The syntax for alignment are table, then give a space, aligns attribute equals to, either we can take left, right or center value and close the table tag. Now try to understand the vertical alignment, or we can write v aligns attribute. Vertical alignment or v aligns can align the text inside the cell, that is in the td tag. It can take the following values: top, that is to align content to top of the cell, bottom, that is to align content to the bottom of the cell. Now we'll try to understand two more attribute, that is height and width attribute of a table. Height attribute specifies the table height and the width attribute specifies the width of the table. You can specify table width or height in terms of pixel or in terms of percentage of available screen area. Let us try to understand with this syntax. We have to start with the table tag, give a space, height, suppose here I have given the value 100, again give a space, next attribute width, Here I have given the value as 50%. Let us now understand these attributes with the given example. We have to start with HTML, head, give the title by giving the title tag, creating table in HTML, close the title tag, close the head tag. We have to start with the body tag, giving the body bg color equal to pink as an attribute. Then we have to start with the table tag, giving the bg color for the table as an attribute 3, border color as green, cell padding as 5, cell spacing as 10, aligned equals to right, height equal to 250, width equal to 50. So here we can be able to align our table to right, giving the height as 250 pixel and width equal to 50% of the whole screen. Now as we have start the table giving with the tr tag for writing the table row, then we have to give the th tag for defining the table heading. Again, when one row complete, we have to close it by /tr. Again we have to start with the tr for next row. We have to give the td, the value for the column cell. Here we have used v aligned equal to top, and we have just defined the value Anita and then close the td tag. Again in the next value we have start with the td and v aligned equal to top maths and then close the td tag. Again we have defined the td value 85 and close the td tag, close the tr tag. In the same way we just have to give the next table row value, close the table tag, close the body tag and close the HTML. So here in our output you can see that we have used the height and width as well as we have aligned the table to right of the screen of the web page, and we have used the v aligned for table data, that is for the second row for Anita and math on top. bg color and background attribute of table. You can set the background image or background color of your table in a manner similar to the way you did it for your web page by using the background and bg color attribute. bg color attribute, with this you can set background color for whole table or just for one cell. Similarly, background attribute, you can set background image for whole table or just for one cell. Let us understand with the syntax. We have to start with the table tag, then give the bg color. Suppose in my example I have given as value as yellow, close the table tag. Similarly, you can give the background tag by using table tag, giving the attribute value background equal to the file or the image path. Let us have a look to add the bg color to our table. We just have to start with the table, then give the border attribute as 2, border color as green, cell padding as a value 5, cell spacing as a value 10, aligns left, height 200, width 50%. Here we have used bg color attribute equal to white for table. We can be able to give the cell color also. Here we have used with the tr tag, we have used one attribute bg color equal to yellow. Now in the output you can see that the whole table, the background color of the table is white because we have given the value for the bg color for whole table is white, but we can specify the each cell color also. That's why in the tr tag we have used the bg color equal to yellow. Let us try to understand how to add background image to our table. Similarly, we have to go to the table tag. In that we have specified the border attribute, border color attribute, cell padding, cell spacing, align height and width attribute. Now we have added one more attribute, that is background, and we have to specify the value by giving the complete path of the image. Just for example, here I have given D drive, then under head word, then we have gone under books 8 folder, chapter 8, then the name of the file, image file, that is book.png. Linking web page through anchor tag, that is a tag. When you are surfing from the internet, when you click on some text or image, it takes you to another web page. These links in your document are called as hyperlink. Hyperlink is a text which is highlighted or an image which stores the address of the other web page. Hyperlink in HTML is done with the help of anchor tag. The letter A in the tag is then followed by the href attribute. To create a hyperlink to another web page, you need to specify the path or the URL after the href. The address is case sensitive. Now let us try to understand with the syntax. We have to give the anchor tag A in the angle bracket, then attribute we have to use href equal to the address or the URL of the web page. Then we have to close this anchor tag, then we have to follow the hyperlink text and then close the anchor tag. The hyperlink text is the text that when you clicked will take you to a new web page. Anchor tag is also a container tag and it starts with A and ends with /A tag. Let us understand with an example. Here we have to give a href equal to, suppose, D drive, headwords folder, books folder, chapter 5 folder, books.png. Then we have used a hyperlink text book and then enclosed within the anchor tag. Then we have used the br for the next line. Again we have include one more web page that we have to specify with a href, then we have provide the URL and we have given the hyperlink text, suppose Google search engine, and close with the anchor tag. The above code create two hyperlinks, books and Google search engine. On clicking these links, the two other pages are open. That's all for today in this video. In next video, we come up with the topics of chapter 6, that is Introduction to Photoshop CS6. Till then, all of you, goodbye. Keep learning. Be safe. Thank you all.